Welcome. This broadcast will show you how to create a Symbaloo Webmix from scratch. So we're going to go right on out to our screen share. Simply open up an internet browser, type in Symbaloo. If you're in education, I would advise you to click on Symbaloo EDU. Okay, and so now we're at the Symbaloo EDU account, and we want to use the free version. Okay, so I've clicked on the free version. There are tutorials and things here for beginners. And now you need to sign up for an account. You can sign up simply by registering with your Edmodo account or Facebook account, or you can sign in by providing your name and email address. So type that in. Make sure you have the password. Make sure you remember what your password is. I usually take that out, but you do need to click on I agree and create my account. All right, so there we go. And we can see here, we can look at my profile. You can see my name is there. If I wanted to update my profile, put any other information there, I could, so that people would know who I am and what my expertise is in building a Symbaloo. Now this is just one they already have set up for us. But if we're wanting to set up our very own, we are simply going to click on this plus sign right here, okay? And so I'm creating an empty web mix, and I'm simply going to type in what it is. And so you could put name of school or library if you're building this for a library, and then simply click add. Now here we have a blank web mix. So all we have to do to get started is click on any of these tiles, and it will open up a little menu over here on the side. So I can click on create a tile. I can also search for other tiles if I want to, or I can browse by tile category. I prefer, however, to make my own tiles. So I can come in here and I can type in, let's say, for instance, I want the Alabama Virtual Library. I'm just going to go out to the internet, pull up the Alabama Virtual Library, and I'm going to copy that URL. Then I'm simply going to paste the URL right here where it says add the address of the website. Then I'll click down for name on the tile. And you can see that it picked up the name of the tile, and it also has a picture in there. So that's great. I don't have to make an image for this. I'm just going to click save. Now, if later on I decide I don't want this tile in that particular corner, I can just move it wherever I want it. And it doesn't change anything at all. So let's look at something else. What if the tile I'm creating doesn't have a symbol that I would like let's say Moby Max. So I'm going to go out, I'm going to get Moby Max, and here's the student sign in, and I'm going to copy that, and again I copy and paste the URL and then come down and click. Well, now the icon I have to choose from here is itsy bitsy teensy weensy tiny, and I don't really like tiny little images like that. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to type in Moby Max logo and then click on images. Once I find the image that I think would be better to use, I could use this one, or I could use this one, whatever I want to use. The more square, the better. I'm going to click on that, and I want to go ahead and save that image. Okay, I'm going to save it to my downloads. And so now I can come back to my Symbaloo and I want to upload an image. Well, I saved that image in my downloads, so I'm going to look for that MobiMax image. And your computer probably doesn't have quite as many images. I click on it, I'm going to upload, and now I can crop that picture for the way that I want it to appear on my tile. Now once I have that, I simply click Save, and it puts that MobiMath where I want it, and again I can change and move it anywhere I want it to be. Okay. Once I have finished putting my tiles on to the mix, I want to make sure to save it. So I'm going to click on Share, and I want to say Share my Webmix, and then this saves it. So for instance, I can grab, and I always do this even if I think I did it right, I copy the URL, and I go to a different window, and then I make sure that it's there and that it's working. Yes, there it is. And so if somebody else wants to use my web mix, they can simply say add this web mix, but they won't be able to make changes to it. They'll just be able to use the links that I have used. So let's take one more look. Create a tile. Notice here you have other things that you can do here. I simply prefer, and I've used websites. These are other things that you can do that we can look at another time. You can also edit, copy and move, delete, share the tile, post that link onto Twitter or onto Facebook. So if I wanted to edit, if I found a better picture, or I wanted to change the URL or change the coloring on this, I could do that as well. After I make any changes though, I always want to come up here to that share button, and I want to update my web mix. That way I know that it is saved and ready for others to use. I hope that this has answered some of your questions about how to create a Symbaloo mix from scratch. Thank you.